What is going on, YouTube? My name is Andrew, aka the Overly Critical Critic, here for another YouTube discussion kind of video. A little bit of a thoughts video today and an analysis video. So, as many of you know, well, if you're into sort of that hip-hop kind of genre of music, then you know that the long-awaited follow-up to 2012's Channel Orange by Frank Ocean, Boys Don't Cry, was slated to be released last Friday, August 5th, after having a bit of a year delay, some mystery around it, not really too much information. And, so the following week, the last week of July, Frank Ocean on his website, boysdon'tcry.co, kind of posted this weird library card type thing with a bunch of dates, with July 2016 being the last date, with fans thinking that maybe, the album would be released in July. When July came and went, there was no album. Fans wondered. Then there was this mystery unveil stream thing where it was slated that it was going to be released on August 5th. August 5th came and went. Nothing. No information. No nothing. Nothing happened. And so that is why I'm here today. I'm here to talk about, is an artist allowed to do that? Or, let me better phrase that. What is the problem when an artist misses their release date? Okay. So let's take the example of Frank Ocean. Okay. So last year, July 2015, fans have been waiting for this album for 3 years. There's not really been too much information. He's been kind of quiet. There was that little long Tumblr post about coming out to his sexuality and truly finding himself, and yada 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 about that. Much respect to Frank, but aside from that, he's been pretty quiet musically. He's done a feature or two, like on Kanye West's last project, The Life of Pablo. But other than that, he's been keeping to himself. And so July 2015 comes, on his website, it seems that, his new album is gonna come, okay? So July 2015 comes and goes, no album, no information why, no nothing. And so, fans get a little riled up, because when you promise them a release date, or when you tease them with a release date, of course they're going to be like, oh, okay, this is it, it's gonna come out this month. You are one of the main sources of information to your fans. It's not the 70s or the 60s anymore, where information doesn't travel so fast. If you want to talk about the release date, or you want to promote your album, all you have to do is go onto Twitter and send out a simple tweet, because that tweet is going to get retweeted, it's going to get seen, and it's going to explode. All you have to do is give your fans a little bit of information, a tweet or two, just say, hey, blah, 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 and you'll be okay. So, it comes and goes, and then this thing happens. And it's still not here. And this past year I was going to write an article about, it's not a big deal, stop pestering Frank Ocean, the album will come out when the album comes out. But at this point, honestly, I can understand the frustration. It's annoying. Stop toying fans with promises of a release. Stop saying, it's going to come out here. Stop making them guess. And I think, honestly, I wouldn't be so mad if there wasn't this heavy speculation and this promise, in quotes, that it was going to come out Friday. We've waited a long time for this music. We really enjoy your music. And the fact that, you can't even follow up and say, you know what, it's not coming out today on Twitter. Instead, you just leave all your fans in the silence. And that's the hardest part. Frank Ocean, you're a great artist, your music is really good, but you need to be a little bit more vocal to your fans. It's not fair that, you say these release dates and it doesn't come out, and fans are only going to stand behind you so much until they get fed up with these fake promises that you're giving them. I understand there's label issues, okay? Maybe there's copyright issues, maybe there's people that need to be paid, and so forth. There are a lot of factors to maybe why your album is delayed so much, but just give us a little bit of information. Tell fans why it's late. let us know. Why are you so late? Why do we have to guess? Silence is the worst thing in today's world. And if you can't even tell fans, it'll be out soon, or like, I'm sorry for the misinformation, there's a little bit more trouble on my end, I'm working to put it out, that would be okay. Just give us a little bit of heads up. Till then, peace YouTube.